Got some more stuff today. Got my mirror. Hello. Right side. It's got a gas goes with it. No bolts with it, which is fine. So I went down to the hardware store and get in the camera here. Picked up a few bolts, washers. Matched the thread from one of the bolts from the factory driver's side mirror. So we'll be able to get a mirror put in on that side over there. Not that you can see, it's a little dark. And universal rubber antenna. Should be nice and flexible for smacking trees and whatnot. Hopefully it will fit. Let's see if we can walk around here and I'll show you what's wrong with the original. Hey look, there's the antenna ball again. Cat sneaking onto the Jeep. So here's the factory one. And you can't see a darn thing because it's too dark. So let's take a little walk back around. Show you the antenna ball once more. Yes, this is how my brain works. Back around the Jeep. Guess I didn't say it that time, huh? So, as you can see, nice little scratch, some bent sheet metal, and it's not really secured very well. The antenna itself's bent. A little bit of damage there. I must have whacked a tree or something with it when this dude was out playing. So we'll get it all apart. You can see the discoloration from the original base all busted up. So we'll take that off, straighten the sheet metal out a little bit, and hopefully that one will fit okay. May need a little modification, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. Hook that up to the original, or to the aftermarket radio up there somewhere. And this weekend's the big push to get this thing, this Jeep, this particular vehicle of mine, just about done and ready for the road. It's a Friday night right now. What is it? Midnight. It's almost Saturday morning. So I'm going to do the mirror tonight. That way it's done and out of the way. Put the bolts in. They're not threaded inside the end cap here, where the bolts run. So I grabbed a couple extra. They're stainless steel. Hopefully they're hard enough to dig through this. I don't have a tap and die set yet. Get one, one of these days. Run down to Harbor Freight. And more stuff for a little toolbox. But, just got the door back in. Oh well. Get this thing on the road. Check the brakes, get them adjusted, pull the plugs, get the front hubs hooked up. I need some vacuum line for that. Probably pick up a couple more quarts of oil so I can do an oil change on it. I'm hoping to get a 3-day trip permit. May just do a 1-day. Probably do a 3, I don't know. See how tomorrow goes. And drive it for a couple of days. I got about 3/4 of a tank of gas in it right now, so it's fresh. It was empty when I got it. Every time I'd gas up one of my other rigs, I'd fill up one of the jerry cans and dump a little bit into this thing. Anyway, I need to sit down and get a list going, things that I want to get done for it. But yeah, hopefully, if all goes well, Monday, get this thing on the road. By Wednesday, if everything goes as planned, she should be licensed. Gotta do the emissions. You can see it was last licensed in 2006, in May. So we'll try to get her done for April. Anyway, that's what's going on tonight. When I'm all said and done, I'll do another quick video showing the mirror on. Pretty straightforward installation. I guess I could get this one, like I said, pulled the one bolt out. There it is. Plastic triangular cap that goes right there. There's what it looks like on the inside for those of you who want to see it. put that one bolt in. These are a star bearer. I guess they're an Allen key. No, they're a star shape. The bolts I bought are a hex to go right over there. Get the panel off again. There's a new speaker, one of them. Anyway, that's what's going on. Get to work. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. There it is, bolted on. Passenger side mirror. You can't see the driver's side over there, got the door open. Anyway, had a little problem. This is actually the day after now. See, it's light out. Had there were no threads on this, and I don't have a tap and die. So I wound up using one of the, wherever they are, one of the original bolts, one of the new bolts. Ran it into the mirror base, make some threads. It's just cheap pot metal. But last one I was doing, I twisted the head right off, so I had to go and drill it out. That's why you see the bigger bolt head there. That's the replacement. That's a nice steel one I grabbed. Had to hack on the door, get the bolts to fit. They're a little bigger than the originals. Oh well. But it's on. Doesn't wiggle when you close the door, so. Folds like it's supposed to. The base is nice and tight. So that's done. Put the door panel back on and she'll be all finished. And I'll move on to the antenna. Alrighty. Onward and upward.